You got any plans for the Super Bowl?
No,
No plans for the Super Bowl.
none.
You know what, boss lady? I started this show, and I have to ask you, how are you feeling?
Better, better. I'm
You
getting
look
there.
good.
Thank you. I'm getting there. Getting there.
Okay, okay. You gave us a scare, but we kept the prayers up, and you're doing good. So you just gonna rest, nothing during the Super Bowl, just gonna keep it light and
Keep the light.
yeah.
I gotta keep the light. Keep the keep the light. Keep myself stress free.
Listen, whether you were hospitalized or not, stress free is the way to be.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, don't let no stress will kill you. Will kill you. So I'm glad that you are feeling better. We don't have any major plans for the Super Bowl either. We usually just, have a couple of people over to the house and pizza and chicken wings and stuff like that. So who you going for? Anybody in particular?
No, I'm not, because none of my teams
None
are
of-
in there. So people are saying that they cannot hear you. Ask them if they can hear you now.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm about to log on here and see. Is the mic on?
It's on. I see you.
You sure the mic is on?
Mic is on. It's modulating. Can they hear you?
Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now.
Make sure they didn't turn you down. Looks like everything is good. You're up. Everything's up.
I'm going to go on and see what's going on here.
Yep, you got sound.
Yeah, I've got sound. I don't know. Turn your phone up. Whoever can't hear me, turn your phone up. So we are back. So like I was saying, Super Bowl, nothing major, but I was for the Rams, but then the Bengals won, so now I'm calling them Buffalo Bengals. So my A1 Tiffany, she is now living in Cincinnati. So I think I'm a root for Cincinnati. But may the best team win. And next year that'll be Buffalo. Happy Black History Month. What a month to celebrate so many African Americans doing great things. And this list that I'm going to show you momentarily, it's some of the people that I'm talking about, so that we can celebrate Black History Month. And they are some Black excellence. That's who they are. But I'll tell you who my upcoming guest will be shortly. But David Allen, who is Black excellence, he has a birthday coming up February the 3rd.
Yes.
And that's David Allen Day. And I'm hearing that he's having some type of online shopping special from 10 to 5. And so look on my page. I'll have it. Look on David Allen's page and DAP TV. You can get you some specials. That's going to be taking place February the 3rd, which is David Allen's Day in the city of Buffalo. And then on February 9th, get ready for some good music because he's going to continue the celebration on Twitch starting at 6 p.m., celebrating Dave until whenever they stop playing the music. So 10 p.m. Okay, from 6 to 10. Make sure you tune in. And if anything, make sure you show David Allen some love. David, D-A on the case, Allen. All right. Valentine's Day is coming up. Any plans for that?
No plans. You know what? I'm just taking it just real easy right now.
Right. I'm right there with you. No plans, no plans.
Just like you said, self-care.
Self-care. That's it. That's the best care. Remember last year, Joe Brown and Nicole, who was the couple who won the contest that we had? Oh my God. If you missed it, we had a contest and we asked that couples write in and talk about their love story, share their love story with us. And Joe Brown actually wrote in about the love story. And it was phenomenal. And they were the couple who won. And we pampered them that day. We had a beautiful dinner. It was very small. It was at the Marigold Manor. And we had a good time. We had a really good time. And we just showered them with love. And we thanked them. So we weren't able to do that this year. Something that we are going to start doing. It's going to be annual. But again, with this COVID and its cousins and everybody else sticking around, we are just limited to what it is that we can do, but we will bring that back for sure. But congratulations to them as well still, and continue. That Black love is beautiful. Love period is beautiful. But I don't have anything planned for Valentine's Day either. Boss lady, this may sound crazy, but do you still stay in touch with some of your high school friends?
Yes.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
One
so
of them on the daily.
Listen, so I'm all about groups. If y'all don't know that now, definitely you'll find that out later. I love a group. I love a good women's group. But back in high school, we had a group called Flavors. Now, flavors, why we call it flavors, is the flavors of the nowalators.
Oh,
I
okay.
was watermelon. Well, one of the flavors reached out to us a couple of weeks ago, about a month or so ago, and wanted to see how we were doing. Now, you got to remember, this is 30 plus years ago because this was at Buffalo Traditional.
Right.
And her name is Monica. Monica reached out and she gathered up the flavors, which consisted of me, Tracy, Carla, and Mona.
Oh, wow.
And I was watermelon, like I said, and I can't remember. I think Carla was grape. I can't remember what they all are. But anyway, we set up to meet together, and that was a couple of weeks ago. Met out at Kelly's. I wasn't able to meet them there, but they met out. But what I'm saying is every since then we have been keeping in touch with each other
Wow.
and sending each other affirmations during the morning time, saying good morning. And it was just something that I told my daughter, like, here we are 30 plus years, we're in contact with each other, we're keeping up with each other, and we're all still living and doing well.
Yes.
That just melts my heart. So shout out to the flavors. Yes, that was a group at Buffalo Traditional, and we just made up something. I don't even know if we are like now laters or what. Now laters weren't good to me, but they're soft now. They used to be hard, and we won't even go there. But we were the now laters. So shout out to the flavors. I appreciate y'all, and I love what we have going after all these years. So I know you know, and most of you probably already know too. COVID hit close to home. It hit my baby. And when I say she is a trooper, she's the real MVP. She fought that thing by herself all the way in Maryland with no one. I tell you, she did that. It's about 4 good days that she was down. And I was trying to be on the first thing smoking, but she kept saying, Mom, no, don't come, don't come. But I have to say, I am so proud of how she handled that. COVID is real. Yes, she is vaccinated. I'm not going to get into the COVID thing, get your shot booster. You know what you got to do. You know what you should do. Do what you feel that you need to do. I know what I needed to do. And at that, we're here. I'm doing what I needed to do. Diamond did what she needed to do, being a nursing student. But shout out to her and recovering. She's doing well. She'll be home Friday. I haven't seen my baby since the end of July. That was real for me. Like, that hurt.
Yeah.
And thank God for technology, because we were able, because she started to feel better like the day before Christmas. So we were able to do a Zoom type, a FaceTime thing, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't that touch and feel, and that, it wasn't the same. But I thank God that she wasn't hospitalized and things of that nature. And I also have to shout out Vanita and Dami, because Vanita drove down, her and her husband, to see their daughter. And she texted me the day before they were leaving and asked me if I needed anything. And did you want me to take Diamond something? Don't worry, I'll check on her. Now, mind you, my daughter has COVID, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh my God. So in my head, I'm like, I didn't know if they were driving or not. So I said, are you driving or flying? She's like, we're driving. I said, well, can you take some of her gifts? She made it happen. She made it happen. And that I am so forever grateful. So thank you, Vanita. Thank you, Dami. They made sure she had dinner, Christmas dinner, and everything. They slid it through the door and the whole 9 yards. So I wanted to definitely give them their kudos, because they didn't have to do that, especially with dealing with someone who had COVID. You know what I mean? It's so crazy because when COVID first struck, right? Mm-hmm. They let school out, right? Mm-hmm. And so Diamond came home in March, and I will never forget this. It was like about March 17th, 18th, something like that. When school shut down, she came home. About March 23rd, she comes in the living room. She tells me, Mom, I got a job. Now, mind you, we told her she didn't have to work, right? While she was in college. Mom, I got a job. And I says, got a job where? And she goes, at the nursing home. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's COVID. Da, da, da. She waits till I get done. And she goes, Mom, they need to be taken care of too. Shut me down. I said, oh my God, she is so right. Like, they need to be taken care of as well. So therefore, I have never said anything, because you know what? She's absolutely right. And let me tell you, she did not catch COVID at all working in a nursing home. And this is before the vaccination. She did not catch. God continued to keep her covered. But that is what we need in these nursing homes. So shout out to everyone in the nursing field. I don't care what it is that you're doing. And I'm even talking about the people who do the laundry, who do the cooking, because we seldom forget about them. they're working too. They're working in a nursing home too. So whatever your title is or whatever your occupation is, if you're in a nursing field, kudos to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They really need to have a day. The healthcare people really need to have a day, that we celebrate them. We love on them because we take it for granted. You know what I mean? And we just see the bad things, and there's so many good things that they are doing for us. But I just wanted to shout out to them. Sean Thurman from Glamorous Embellishment. She is at the Broadway Market, guys. The beautiful gifts, and someone will get a gift again if you share and comment that you shared this. You will be put on the wheel, so your name can be drawn for a gift. And so Sean Thurman is now every Saturday down at the Broadway Market from 9 until 4:30. We're going to be doing something down at the Broadway Market in collaboration with Sean, and we're still working on that. That's going to be in the month of March for Women's History Month. And Women's History Day is actually on my birthday, Diva Day, March the 8th. But we're going to get February. We're going to let y'all have y'all month. I have a lot of family members in February, as well as baby girl. Hers is February the 20th. So I'm going to let y'all have y'all month. But baby, when March come, y'all better be ready. Boss ladies, anybody talking about anything? You guys want to ask me any questions before I tell y'all who's coming up? Any questions?
One of your flavors said it's Monica, aka Tropical Punch.
Tropical Punch. Hey, Monica.
G-Mom.
Hey, ladies. If you Hey, Nat, that's just us. I tell you, I love a group. Tonight, I just wanted to get on and talk to y'all. I didn't have anything planned. I didn't have anything that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to get on and say hello. I am back. And like I said, I will let y'all know who's coming up. I have some wonderful, phenomenal guests that are going to be coming up. But I just wanted to say hello. If you guys are wondering why I'm holding my neck, because I did hurt my neck. So my neck is stiff, but I refuse to not do the show tonight. So don't talk about why she's looking like she's stiff. I might not be looking stiff, but in case you guys, because I got a cramp in my neck. So I'll be okay though. I wanted to say again about Sean Thurman. Make sure you go see her at the Broadway Market. She is the owner, CEO of Glamorous Embellishment. She is the one who sponsors the show and give out all those beautiful gifts. But we want to make sure that we take care of her as well. Beautiful jewelry, $5. You can't beat it. There are some pieces that's like $25. That's on the higher end. But make sure you shout her out. But if you don't have a chance to come down to the Broadway Market, Sean can be reached at 716-605-8620. Again, 716-605-8620. All righty. So now, boss lady. Listen. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about? Did you hear about, and my daughter brought it to my attention, the young lady who, oh my God, I don't know if it was in Chicago, but she was on a dating website. And she's a African-American young lady. I think she was 19, 20. I can't remember what her age was. Mm-hmm. But and she met an older man of a different race, and they found her dead. No. Yes. And I'm like, there's so many pieces of this puzzle that are missing. Mm-hmm. And my heart just breaks. Beautiful girl. But the point is that they're not even charging him as of yet. I don't know the whole story. Diamond will have to give me the whole story, but Diamond called me. She was so upset. But just be careful. Guys. I'm not saying don't get on the dating website. Some people have met some phenomenal people on this dating website, this app, but make sure that the app is a safe place. You know what I mean? And make sure who you're meeting, get to know them before you invite them, because he was at her house or she was at his house or one of the two. You know what I'm saying? Meet out at a dinner place or something like that. You know what I mean? It's because it's a cruel world out here. It's a cruel world out here. People are, it's very scary. Very scary. Have you been watching the Steve Harvey Judge show?
No,
oh my God. It comes on every Tuesday, 8:00. And so y'all can watch it after the Diva Talks live show, all righty, or record it, because that's what I'm doing. I'm recording it. Obviously, he's not a judge, but he's able to make judgments. And it's been phenomenal where he has actually helped so many people. He gifted this one young man who was a photographer, and he was a photographer who was just starting out, and he made a mistake, and that's why it's called a mistake, because they happen. And he gifted him with him being on the show with his sons and being the photographer shooting the show.
Oh, wow.
And he paid the lady who he owed this money to. Steve Harvey paid out of his pocket. And so, but if you get a chance after the show, so watch me at 7 and then watch Uncle Steve at 8 o'clock. Can't remember the network, but he is on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Do you guys have anything that you want to know about what's going on with me before I get into this beautiful guest list that I have planned for the rest of February and upcoming in March? Put it in the comments. Tell me what's going on. Tell me if you made a New Year's resolution, and if so, why and what it was, and if you think you're going to keep it. I think a lot of people make them in January, especially I'm going to lose a certain amount of weight. Listen, I've been losing 50 pounds for a long time. I'm still on that. I'm gonna lose it. But I ain't make a resolution talk about when I'm gonna lose it, because I'm gonna lose it when I lose it. Listen, okay, listen. I'm not
going to no gym.
Right.
Right. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go on no diet.
Right. Listen, I tell you this. I will tell you this. I love the pictures. I love when you show me you at the gym and you take you from there to now and whatever. It's all encouraging. It's beautiful. I'm happy for you. But you got to do it in your time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making excuses or whatever the case may be. The doctor actually says I'm doing really good. I feel good, and but in my mind is what I want to do. And when I make up my mind to do it, just like if I make up my mind to do anything, then I go ahead on and do it. Because it's I like to eat. But keep doing you. Whatever it is that you're doing, do make the best of it. Make the best of it. But what you don't want to do is make another person feel bad.
Exactly.
Don't want to make another person feel bad. So that's why I don't really make resolutions, because I say, oh yeah, I said I was going to do this, and then I don't, and then whatever. And then you get a group of people. We tried the groups where we walk and we do this, and then like I said, it started falling off because life gets in the way. You know what I mean? That it just happens. But if you've made a resolution, you think you're going to keep it, power to you. Power to you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. If ain't nobody tell you they proud of you, I'm proud of you. We've got anything, boss lady?
Let's see. We have Earthen says, just chilling, Diva, enjoying life. Yes, indeed.
Eartha chilling. She chilling all right because she retired. And that's
right.
What I'm talking about. She retired. She's in good health. She's in good spirits. And she's one of my awesome fans who I love so much. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Natalie is telling you that Steve Harvey is on ABC.
Okay, ABC, Steve Harvey, 8 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And everybody else is saying yes, they agree. They're agreeing.
All righty. Well, awesome. I just wanted to just come back on and let you know. Let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. What about this background? What about the back? Are y'all feeling the world? Let me tell you, boss lady put the connections together. What do I always say? Tell me, what do I always say? The first person who can put something in that chat that I always say will win a prize. Let me know who that is, boss lady. Tell me something I always say that has something to do with my backdrop here. Yes, indeed. Listen, y'all, I just want you to know that we've lost a lot of people since 2020. And if you're here watching this or watching the replay, you are truly blessed. Do not sweat the small stuff. It is so not worth it. So not worth it. I attended a funeral last Tuesday, as a matter of fact. My girlfriend, business partner, Tasha, her grandmother passed, and Diane, their grandmother passed, but she had lived like 80 plus years. And she looked beautiful and at peace. And it wasn't from COVID or anything of that nature. But when I was there, I spoke to one of Tasha's daughters, and their family has suffered a lot of loss these past months and year. And the oldest daughter said something to me, and it really touched me. I said, "How you doing, baby?" I said, "I know you guys been going through a lot. How you doing?" And she was like, "I'm hanging in there." She said, "This one here, I can take it a little easier because grandma was in her 80s. Not to say that she wasn't mourning,
Right.
but she's lost, younger friends and cousins and things of that nature. And I understand that. I lost my grandmother. She was 83. She lived a phenomenal life, awesome life, a woman of God. And that's where we're trying to get to. But we're seeing so many shootings, so many. I think about a week or so ago, it was 3 shootings, ages 15 to 19. Come on.
Crazy. It's been crazy.
Come on. My heart. I said, what is going on? So we just got it. But we have to wrap our arms around the youth. As hard as it is, and they may get smart at the lip and things, we can't just let them just fall by the wayside, because that's our future. That's our future generation. So keep talking, keep pressing, take somebody under your wing and show them. But you got to be honest with them. You got to let them know that, it wasn't always easy for you. And hey, it may have been always easy, but for me, I've had some bumps in the road, and I don't mind sharing that. That's my truth. That's my truth. I ain't always been perfect. I skipped school once in a while here and there, and got caught and got my tail whooped. And y'all not getting whoopings today like we used to, because now they want to call CPS. But I didn't get a whole lot of whoopings. I did some things, and I just didn't get caught. But I wasn't a bad kid. I was a very respectful kid, and I was afraid that I didn't want to disappoint my mom, my grandma, my aunties, or anything. And I think that is the difference with a lot of the generation today. There's no respect. There's no respect. My cousin Shay walked into the beauty salon store, and we were on the phone. And as she was walking in, you could hear the young ladies speaking, and they were F this and F that. And no, Shay doesn't look like she's an old person, but she's an older person. They looked at her like, okay, well, and I'm telling Shay while I'm on the phone, don't say anything to them, don't say anything out of the way, because they don't have a problem popping off.
Exactly.
Now Shay don't have a problem popping off either, but we don't need to get into that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some things you may want to just, pick your poison and let it lie and things of that nature. But for me, I'm about to be 53, and even around my aunties and my uncles and stuff, my choice of words are definitely chosen. Definitely. You know what I mean? So total respect. And they don't have it. But if we can't pick someone up and pull them by the wing and try to teach them to do better, we can continue to pray for them, because prayer works. I've seen it. Before I get to this list, one of the things that was really hard for me that I had to do last weekend and a couple of days ago, I had to cancel my New York City trip. After 25 years, it would have been 25 years this March, I made the executive decision to cancel. We've postponed it. When I tell you, I have to shout out all of you who have been by me for all these years, and especially this last group who was supposed to be going in 2020, right when the world got shut down. We kept postponing and postponing and postponing. And I prayed and I cried and I cried and I prayed. And if you've ever been on a Diva extravaganza, because that's what we call it, and now we're calling a family reunion, you know that it's not your normal New York City trip. And so you probably don't, what are you crying about? I'm crying because I'm missing what we do, the camaraderie, just being out of town. And even though it's only in New York, you would think that we were thousands and thousands of miles away, but I wouldn't be able to do the things like passing the food out up and down the aisles, the snacks, and just having a good time. I want to see the smiles, and we have to have a mask. And so after some heavy thinking and praying and crying, I made the decision to cancel. But let me tell you something. When I say blessed, I mean ultimately blessed. Every person that I spoke to, and I had to text some people because I couldn't stop crying after the first couple of people, the words that they gave me, how they stood beside me. Some of the people was like, girl, I forgot all about you. Listen, I mean, and some people were saying, just put the money in a fund and we'll go eventually. That's how loved I am by these people. And that is so relevant.
Yeah, it is.
That is so huge for me. I've been doing this thing. When I started, I never thought that it would be this long and to be loved like that. And I just want to thank you. You all know who you are. I can't call all 56 of you who were going on the March 2020 trip, and then those who have been rocking with me forever. I want to say thank you. I do not take you loving me for granted at all. At all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We will get back to New York City. We will get back to it. If that's going to be the last hurrah, it's going to be one for the books. You best believe that. But thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. So before we go, and I didn't even think I was going to make the whole 30 minutes, but I see that we are. My guest coming up February, starting next week, I am going to be interviewing Mr. D. Motley. Let me tell you, he's a father, he's a pastor, and he's an artist. He has a #1 hit that's out right now. I'm not going to spill the beans because I'm going to let him talk all about it. But look up D. Mott, listen to his music, and get ready for an interview out of this world starting on next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Followed by the following week, the first Black radio station owner right here in the city of Buffalo, New York, Sheila Brown. Yes, Power 96.5, WFO 1080 will be in the building, and she will be talking about some of everything, and I just can't wait. And then after that, we have the lovely Tanika Crockett and Charles Pitts of Executive Level. They across the board do everything. But some of the things that we want to focus on is they can help you get your credit right. And that's huge, y'all. I think he does taekwondo. He does something, but I know he can chop up a board and tear it up and do whatever. But they are also a couple who has a love story, and they are in love. I'm talking about way back from when they met in high school. I don't know the exact how it went, but it's a great love story. And they're going to be talking about what they can do to help you. And the only way they can help you is if you want to help yourself. That's it. Okay. After that, we have Buffalo's finest, Will Smith and his lovely fiance. They're newly engaged. They're going to be talking about their line of hoodies and sweatshirts and their apparel and how that got started. Can't wait. I went to school, speaking of T-High, Buffalo Traditional with Willie Smith. So excited about that. And then following that, it's going to be Mr. Terry King, who is a movie producer, writer, and a comedian. Terry King is the person who gave me one of my first shots at being a movie producer as well, and being on that big screen starring in the movies that he did, and take that April Fools. So he's going to come and talk about that. Terry King is a comedian, and he's traveled all over. He has a show that he's going to be doing February the 14th. Look for that. I'll try to put that on my page as well. So look for that. And then we have the phenomenal speaker, Speak Life, Miss Deidre Trueheart. She is a coach. She is a phenomenal speaker, teacher, and just a beautiful woman all around. And I'm excited to have her coming on in March, excuse me. And the lineup for February and March is crazy. I didn't speak about March 8th because that is Diva Day. I am planning something. Obviously giving back because that's what I do. I love to give back. So look out for that. But in the meantime, I just want to say thank you for coming back, watching the Diva Talks live show. Tell a friend, text a friend, let them know that I am back 7 p.m. every Tuesday right here. I'll also tag it to my page, Diva Talks live page, twitch.tv, YouTube. And I'm also going to be starting to go more on Instagram. And so therefore, I think I have hit it. I am not gonna prolong I'm not gonna do an after talk show because I've talked already. You've heard me speak already, and my neck is hurting. So I have to get off. But I wanted to say thank you. I love you all. I appreciate everything. Make sure you share this and comment that you share. That hasn't changed. You're gonna put your name on the wheel. You'll win a lovely piece from Sean. Again, her number is 716-605-8620. Make sure you show her some love. It's some $5 jewelry, but it does not look like it. Okay. Find your happy space. And when you do, make sure you stay there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Stay blessed and have a good night.